everybody. This is Emmanuel Elison, certified financial educator, coming to you with Financial Breakthrough Academy. Today, we want to discuss three stages of building wealth. Three stages for building wealth. There are no mistakes that we can make, that every one of us is impacted by wealth creation one way or the other throughout the day. Whatever you were doing, were impacted by it. To your work, career path, business activity, you are in the business of creating wealth. What are the three stages of creating wealth? Let's look at it. First of all, what is wealth? We can go different directions, but if you just go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it tells us wealth defined as abundance of valuable material possessions or resources. Abundance of valuable material possessions or resources. For those of us who have, again, biblical inclination, spiritual inclination, if you go back to the scriptures, you can see that the definition of wealth gives us certain acronyms like strength, abundance, riches, many similar words that denotes the ability to have more than enough to be able to be a blessing to somebody in your life. So what are the three main stages? We want to look at it in a minute. But first, most of you may know Robert Kiyosaki. He said in one of his statements that it's not just how much money you make. It's not just how much money you make, but how much you're able to keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. So as we go about our activities, building wealth for our families, we should know that it's way beyond just for ourselves, but for generations to come, including a house being a blessing to a charity that you are passionate about, a cause that you believe in so much. So the three stages of wealth are simply accumulation stage, there is the distribution stage, and there is a legacy stage. These are the three main stages of building wealth. You have the accumulation stage, you have the legacy stage. Before legacy, you have the distribution stage. So it begins from accumulation, distribution, and legacy. So let's look at one by one from this angle. Your accumulation stage for building wealth, any stage you may be in, is basically active working years. Our active working years represents the accumulation stage of building wealth. Technically speaking, most of us think about it as maybe our late teens all the way to 65, 66, 67, all the way 70s for some people. So that is basically the stage in life where we are accumulating the wealth that we want for ourselves, for our family, for the causes that we believe in, that we are passionate about. So you may want to ask yourself, what stage are you now? Most likely you are in the group that is still accumulating your wealth. So that's the first stage in wealth creation. And during this stage, you want to maximize that opportunity you have in creating your wealth. You want to maximize the opportunity you have to build, to accumulate by the kind of work you do, the kind of business activity you are in. It's producing you the maximum return. Your investment, your portfolio, whatever you have in your wealth creation and building during the active working years, where you have strength, energy, the ability to work and to create things and to manufacture or bring about ideas. That is a stage where you have the ability to accumulate wealth. After that stage, we come to the distribution stage. The distribution stage. Distribution stage is basically your pre-retiree stage, right before you have passive work years. You are not very active in the workforce, perhaps late 60s, early 70s for some people. Recently, I've been listening to an audio book written by David Lane. I believe that he talks about the biblical secret for building business success, actually, biblical secret for business success, where he describes the notion of retirement being very foreign from a biblical perspective. So, nonetheless, for most of us, we feel the days and years will be very active in the workforce will perhaps be in the late teens all the way to 65, early 70s in our life. So that will be the phase where you are distributing what you have accumulated over the years for your use and also for others in your life. Some of us may have in assets, in portfolios in the market. Others may be basically, saving up through our employer 401ks, some other plans you may have. That will be the time where you fall on those resources distribute them for your use. So it's a pre-retirement and a retirement stage of our lives will be the distribution stage. The third stage is basically the legacy stage. The legacy stage is your post-retirement and afterlife. Post-retirement and afterlife stage. Again, that is third stage in a building of wealth. So you have first your accumulation stage. That's your stage one. Your stage two is your distribution stage. And stage three is the legacy stage. And frankly, a lot of times, many of us don't think about the legacy stage in wealth creation and building of wealth. However, it's very important because whatever the blessing we have for life up to 120 years, whatever how many years we live, we want to make sure that the time that we have been able to spend on this side of eternity is able to produce and reproduce generation after us when we are moving on from glory to another part of life. So these are the three main stages in creating and building wealth. We are talking basically on three stages of building wealth. Stage one, your accumulation stage, which is basically during your active working years. Stage two, distribution stage, your pre-retirement to retirement stage, where you are not actively working, you are not actively in the workforce. You may have a business, maybe a passive partner, you may be a board member in a trust or some kind of business venture, but you're not actively working as you used to in the early years. Then you go to stage three, that is your legacy stage, where whatever you've worked all through the years, you want to be able to preserve it, have it work for you even when you are gone, both for your family, for causes that you care about. Maybe you're a believer, you are able to leave some for the kingdom building, the things that you care most about. So these are the three main stages in wealth building, in building your wealth. So I want just to share that with you very quickly, and also let you know, for most people who are in Denver area, we do have ongoing programs, ongoing activities to enable people to experience more of what content we have to share. So if you're in the Denver metro area, we have some ongoing teaching, ongoing activity that will be very beneficial to you. We invite you to come and be with us April 18th and 19th. We have an upcoming event entitled How to Get Out of Debt, April 18th and April 19th, 6 p.m. each at the Yak and Yeti restaurant in the evening. Free seminar, free event to help you get some very needed knowledge and information for yourself and your family. If you do want to contact us before that time, You may be able to reach us at 720-588-9717 or go straight online to licenconsulting.com/financial plan. You can start putting some plans together. We can help you, give you some complimentary strategy planning for your finances. It's been a pleasure being with you. This is Emmanuel Elison, certified financial educator, coming to you today with Financial Breakthrough Academy. May you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back very soon. Have a blessed time.